what's up you guys? It's Madeline and welcome to my channel. I recently decided that I was going to start doing a YouTube channel, and so this is my first video, and I decided to do a makeup look today for anyone who is interested. I did some sort of weird hybrid of the classic 1940s winged and red lip look mixed with the 60s cut crease. So I just kind of combined both of them together to see what I got, and I really liked the end product. So if you do too, continue watching this video and you can see exactly how I got this look.
Okay, so first off, we're going to start off with a nice clean face. We're going to take our primer, which is the NYX Honey Do Me Up, and we're going to take the paddle of it, put a couple droplets on our face, and completely work the primer into our skin. Next up, we're going to start on our color correcting, and we're going to take our Morphe Color Correcting and Contour 20 palette, and we're going to take that green and we're going to neutralize the red tones in our skin. We're going to take the orangish color and put it under our eyes to help hide any dark circles. Next, we're going to take our beauty blender, and I'm using the e.l.f. misting and setting spray and just wetting the beauty blender so that I can blend out all of the concealer. We're going to continue on with our concealer palette, and we're going to take the color closest to our skin tone, which happens to be the second one in the first column for me. We're going to put that back under our under eye and blend it out. Next up, I'm using the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation, and we're going to mix that up and put a couple of droplets. We're going to take our NYX Professional Makeup Brush and we're going to blend that completely out, and make sure you do blend it very, very well, considering that this is a product that ensures a mattified look. So if you don't blend it out entirely, it will look chalky. So we're just going to add a little bit more because when I do a full glam look, I like a lot of coverage. We're going to take that concealer that's closest to our skin tone and go back over those problem areas earlier that we had to cover with the green color correcting concealer. And the same deal, we're just going to take our beauty blender and blend that out as well. And because the matte foundation wasn't enough for me, I'm going to take my Aerospun loose face powder, tap a little bit of it into the lid, and take a powder brush and just powder my face all over. Really make sure that I'm setting all of that foundation into place. Next up are eyebrows, and before I start off, I'm just going to brush my eyebrows into place with my NYX eyebrow pencil. We're going to take our ColourPop eyebrow cream in Jet Set Black, and we're going to take an angled brush and start lining the bottom of our brow up towards our arch, and then using it to fill in the middle of our brow, staying away from the ends. For our ends of our brows, we're going to use the NYX eyebrow pencil, and we're going to start on the end closest to our nose and do very small hair-like strokes, blending it into the part that we colored in earlier using the cream, and using it also to fill in any spots that we might have missed with the eyebrow cream, and then bringing it down. Taking our e.l.f. eyebrow gel, we are going to lightly brush that over our eyebrows, make sure they are nice and set in place. Next up, we're going to take a light concealer. This one is Sephora's brand. I think it's called Bavarian Cream. And we are going to take a small brush and use it to line the very bottom of our brow, just to clean it up a little, give it a nice defined look, and blend out that concealer. Continuing on with the eyes, we're going to take the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. We're going to put that on our eyelids, and I just use my fingers to work it in. For eyeshadows, we're going to start off using the Naked Basics 1 palette. And we're going to take that lightest color there and put it all over our lid as our base eyeshadow. Using some tape, we're going to put that on the very edges of both of our eyes, just to ensure that we have a very clean look when it comes to doing the rest of our eyeshadow. Onto our Morphe 350M palette, we're going to take the color that I'm pointing to right there. We're going to lightly do that on our crease. I actually do it a little above my crease just because I do have hooded eyes and I don't want to make my eyes look too heavy. So I do it slightly above my natural crease. Taking a slightly darker color of brown, we're going to go a little above that light brown that we did and blend that in and up towards our eyebrow. Just because I wanted a slightly darker look, I'm going to take that last color of the Naked Basics palette and I'm going to lightly brush that over my lid, and I blended it out with a fluffy blending brush, which should make it look something like this. We're going to take that same brush that we used to line our the under part of our eyebrow and put a little bit of concealer on our eyelid and start creating that actual cut crease look. So we're just going to start working this concealer in along our crease and extending it out towards the end of our eyebrow, giving it kind of a winged look. Taking those two lightest colors of the Naked Basics palette, we're going to lightly tap that onto the part where we put the concealer, setting that into place. Now it's time to do the actual eyeliner itself, and I'm using the NYX Matte Black Liquid Eyeliner, and we're going to go pretty light with it. We don't want to do too dramatic, we want it to be pretty simple. I left the tape on kind of as a guide to follow to create that wing look so that it's following the same wing pattern that I did earlier with the concealer part of the cut crease. As a little extra added flair to the cut crease, I'm using Hard Candy's glitter liner, and I'm going right along that line that we created with the concealer earlier with this glitter gel. If you've picked up on anything by now, it's that I really like to set things. So I'm using the ColourPop Monster Highlighter, and I'm using a small brush to just pat that onto the glitter. Using the same highlighter, I'm going to highlight the inner eye and my brow bone. Next, we're going to start working on some contour. I'm going to be using that same Sephora concealer, except this time in the shade, I believe, Chestnut. And I'm just going to put some of that right below my cheekbones, leading it towards my mouth, along my jaw, and a little across the forehead. Now for the highlighting part of the contour, I'm using that Bavarian Cream concealer, putting that right below my eyes, a little on my chin, and then a little on my forehead in between my eyebrows. We'll worry about the contouring of my nose later. Taking my beauty blender and misting it a little bit more with that setting spray, I'm going to just gently pat that concealer out and blend it in. It's now time to bake our face, so we're going to use the Aerospun powder and a makeup sponge and brush that along our jaw, on our chin, and a little below our eyes as well. After having trouble finding my eyelash glue, I finally found it, and we're using the Eylure brand eyelashes. These are supposed to be the faux mink effect eyelashes. They're really, really nice. They're some of my favorites, and I'm just using the Duo eyelash glue. So we're going to put that on the band of the falsie. We're just going to get it kind of sticky, not completely wet, so that we can attach it to our eyelids. We're taking our Too Faced Size Queen mascara and we are going to bind our natural eyelashes to our false eyelashes. So we're just going to put on a quick coat of that, and then I'm going to use my eyelash curler and curl my eyelashes real quick. And now, since our face has had enough time to bake, we're going to take our powder brush and brush off any excess. Using my Ulta contouring kit, I'm going to take an angled brush used for contouring and use that bronze color there and go back over the parts that I contoured below my cheekbones and on my forehead. I took a smaller eyeshadow brush and used that same bronze color to then contour my nose, working it in and blending it out to give my nose a slimmer appearance, and then use that Bavarian Cream concealer to put a few dots in the very middle of my nose and blend it in. Now we take that same monster highlighter made by ColourPop, do a little on the very tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, along my cheekbones there, extending it up towards my temples, and then we're going to take just a little bit as well and put it right on our Cupid's bow. now we're gonna set absolutely everything into place with Urban Decay's All Nighter setting spray, spraying that all over. And then next up, we're gonna start working on our lips. I'm gonna be using Anastasia's liquid lipstick in the color Seraphine.
So thank you very much guys for watching my makeup tutorial today. Don't forget that if you liked the video to like and subscribe. Also don't forget to comment down in the comment section. I'd love to see what you think. Give me a little bit of feedback. And I'm gonna try to upload something every week or so whenever I'm off, which is different days, so I can't promise a day that I'll have a video up, but I will try to update every single week. So thank you so much guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.